Alright guys, so we're getting the car all ready. Going to throw it on the trailer, take it down to the track today. What I've been doing is throwing together like a boost builder table. I think the problem with that is I'm only really launching the car at like 2,700 RPM, so you know, to really get it to spool up enough to build over 3 pounds. I think the highest I've gotten is about 3.5 pounds, and you know, at 27, you know, without the trans brake, that's really, I think that's really all we're gonna get out of it. So outside of that, I mean, just kind of been taking the car up and down the road, trying to get the tune and stuff dialed in. Had a little bit of a surge condition, just did a little tweaking with the throttle body, the idle air control, stuff like that. Got that to go away, got our timing set. So yeah, we're not gonna be breaking any records tonight. This is mainly just for me to get the car out there, gather as much data as I possibly can, make our adjustments, and then go from there. I wanna do 3 passes, we'll see how the car does. But it basically, what I'm probably gonna do is just a wastegate hit, and then we'll put some pressure on top of the dome, make a little more, and then we'll see what we can do after that. So I'm gonna finish messing around with the car here in a minute, get it loaded up, and then we'll get back down to Thunder Valley for the first time with this car in, what, about a month or so? A little over a month. So we're waiting for him to finish prepping the track. Been a little hot, so it might have just been too hot when we first got here. I've been waiting for about an hour and a half. We're running the tractors and stuff that back and forth, so we should be getting ready to go here in a little bit. Alright guys, so first pass on E85 ever. This thing ripped a 150 60 foot, and I'm pretty sure, I know the front left tire came off the ground because I felt it. But I had it turned down a lot. Still went 674 at 103, and I short shifted. I think I shifted only at 5,500 in each gear. But a 150 60 foot, that's the fastest 60 foot we've ever been. And I mean, it's turned down as much as possible. Not as much as possible, but I only put 3 pounds on the dome just to make a little bit of boost. So it'd be interesting trying to do that 7.0 class when I can't run higher than a 7 or lower than a 7. But basically, here we go. Boost coming up. I had it targeted to leave on 3.5. We left on 3.5. It was 3.7 actually. Boost came up to 6, leveled off. And then, you know, we ran it out 56, 5,500, ran it out again. Air fuel corrected 1%, or the fuel, I mean, corrected 1% the whole way. Air fuel was right. We're still a little rich for E85. Timing is still very conservative. I just really wanted to look at the duty cycle. Duty cycle, the highest we saw, like I said, the most boost we made was 6 pounds. Fuel pressure stayed steady the whole time, and injector duty cycle, we're at 67% already. So for this next pass, I threw 2 more pounds on top of the dome. So we should probably make about 8 pounds on this one. It should pick up significantly because with E85 we're going to pick up more than we would with gas. But I only threw 2 on top just to see where 8 pounds puts us with our duty cycle. I really don't want to go over 85%. 90% is like the absolute most that I would want to go on duty cycle, but I really want to keep it at about 85. Yeah, we got up to 69%. And I mean, I kind of knew the whole time, you know, we're going to need bigger injectors. So it just, the nature of the beast, it just wasn't in the cards for right now. But I figured, let me get out here, start messing with it, and then we'll see. For this next pass, I did throw the 2 pounds on top of the dome, so we'll make more boost. And then I took a small amount of fuel out of the car, left the timing the same. So we will see if the car picks up, or I mean, the car will pick up, but I only took like a couple, you know, like 0.2 out of the actual fuel table, so, or the target AFR. So we'll go out this next pass. I turned the leaf boost up. I want to get in the 140s on the 60 foot. 1501. I want to get a 149 60 foot. That's really what I want tonight. Letting the car cool down right now. I could actually probably take it up here in a minute. I'm just doing GoPro footage. I've been doing some Facebook Live and stuff so my family can watch. But I do have the GoPro in the car, so you'll be able to see that. So. So I lost the last slip. No clue where it went. I was excited. Actually, is it on the ground right here? Anyway, we did personal best 60 foot, 147 to the 60 foot. We did a 653 at 106 miles an hour. And I'm pretty sure, I only put 2 extra pounds on the dome, so I'm pretty sure the boost was still fairly low, maybe 8 pounds. And that's what, 6 hundredths off the fastest we've ever been. We've gone, no, what did we get, 640, 7 hundredths. So we've gone 646 at 111, and we just did a 653 at 106. All obviously in the 60 foot, but let's look at the data in real time. I haven't pulled up the log yet. I've just, opened my tune. Let's pull up the data log and we'll look at it together to see where this boost was, see how the car, handled it, see where the injector duty cycle is, because that's really what I'm worried about. All right, so hit my button, mash it to the floor. We start coming up on boost. 1, 2, 3.6, 3.7 pounds, 3.8. I think I tried to leave on 4, but we got up a little higher than last time. Where we left on 3.8 pounds. And then from there, let go of the button. Is that the RPM or the boost? The boost spikes up to 8.8, right? And that's because that's kind of how that solenoid works. It'll spike past where you're going and then bring it back. So we went from 8.8 down, oh man, we were lower. We're on 7.7 pounds that whole run. 8 pounds, 8, 7, 6. So basically between 7 and 8 pounds, I'm gonna call it 8 pounds. High 7s, low 8s. So basically on 8 pounds, right at the top of the track, we saw almost 8.5. On 8 pounds, we went 6 hundredths off as fast as we've ever gone. What did we go last pass? Last pass was basically 6. We picked up 2 tenths on 2 pounds of boost. Let's see what our duty cycle was. Duty cycle's okay. 74, 76, 76, 73. Here, actually, I'll go through the whole run. I'll let you guys watch the duty cycle. Let me try and get it to where I had it before so you can. Alright, so basically I'm just going to thumb through the run and you guys can watch the numbers here. So here we're coming up, first gear launch, which it pulled the wheels off the ground. 8.8, 69% duty cycle. Dome pressure is fluctuating. Fuel pressure, 57 pounds the whole run. Level as can be, 58. Our fuel pump is adequate for right now, and this fuel pressure regulator is, or fuel pressure sensor is right inside the rail. What did I shift at? I think I ran first out pretty good, 6,100 RPM, and it pulled straight through to that. 6132, ran second out to 5,700, which it started to kind of taper off, which is about normally where it does, and then ran it out the back up to, we only crossed at what, 5,400. So guys, I mean, mile an hour's down a little bit, but how can you be mad at that's because we're not cramming, you know, basically I was doing 650s with what, 10, 11, 12 pounds. I think on 13 is when I went 640s. We just did it on 7.8. Man, where them haters at? Where them haters that tell me I don't know what I'm doing? Everything that I hooked up, it feels really good. Everything that I hooked up worked. The boost builder that I made, which I don't think I showed that, but basically I have a table set up, and it's a 1D table, so that when I lock in my two-step, when I hit the button and mash the gas pedal, as the boost starts coming up, it'll start yanking timing out. So I'm yanking 10 degrees out, and that's what's able to get it up. Because previously I could only get about 3 pounds of boost, but then once I'm pulling 10 degrees out, you know, was able to get us that extra pound of boost. So once I get, you know, I'm only leaving on 2,700 RPM, so if I was able to say leave at like 4,000, you know, if I had a different converter, able to leave at 4,000, I'm sure I could spool that thing up even higher, but I'm happy. I'll take a 147 60 foot on a stock 28 spline half shaft, a stock drive shaft, you know, Viking shocks in the rear with some Team Z springs, the cheapest control arms you could possibly buy, and I just ripped a 147 60 foot off a foot brake. So, man, I really, you know, this is that testament to where, you know, you don't have to buy the best stuff. You just got to make sure you spend the money in the right spot. And in this case, the money in the right spot is this Terminator X, the Mac valve, and obviously 85. I'm on cloud 9. I can't believe this thing pulled the wheels off the ground. When it first happened, I was just like, I was shifting to second, and I was like thinking to myself, I'm pretty sure the left wheel just came off the ground. Man, such a good feeling. So, and that's only on 7 pounds. If we throw 15 pounds in this, which the injectors won't take that, I honestly feel like 10 or 11 pounds will be the max for this. I think on 10 pounds, this will go at 630. This will easily go 630 on 10 pounds, in my opinion. And I feel like I know the car pretty well, because when I say, hey, this is what I want to do, it gets out there and it does it. So, man, it's a good feeling. I feel like the tune is still super soft. You know, my air fuels in that one, I was targeting 12.1. It was about 12.0, 11.9 the whole time. So based off that, I mean, the tune feels good, the car feels good. Obviously bigger injectors, and we can let this thing rip. I would love to throw 15 pounds of this thing. I guarantee you with 15 pounds one pass, it would go 5.999 repeating. Anyway, it feels good when your stuff works, really rewarding. Again, it's, you know, that testament to where I said, and I never used to be this way, do your research, read up on what you're gonna do 5-6 times in a row. Read up on it as you're doing it, read up on it before you do it. The information's out there. I don't know all this stuff. This is stuff that I learned, right? I say I wanna do, you know, this stuff. And it's funny because a lot of you guys might have found me because in the past I did a why I chose carburetor video because I didn't know anything about this stuff. And then I dedicated myself to learning it. And we went out there, and yeah, we didn't get a personal best tonight, but well, yeah, we got a personal best 60 foot and a personal best on 7.8 pounds. We touched 8 pounds a couple times in that run. And if you can't be proud of that, to run 600 slower than you've ever been with the car, I mean, this is what it's all about right here. This is literally what it's all about to me. First wheelie I've ever done in my life that wasn't on a motorcycle or a dirt bike or a bicycle. It's a good feeling, guys. So, you know, and the fuel for me with this is those people that sit there and tell me I don't know what I'm doing. I know I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I research to figure out what I'm doing. And then I go out there and I put it into practice. The car's not perfect. You know, it's got some things here and there. It surges a little bit at idle. I'm still working that out, so on and so forth. But it performs, right? We've been going down the track for a while now. Been getting better every time, and I'm having a freaking blast. So thank all you guys for all the support, following along, all the positive stuff, even the negative stuff. I will take criticism all day. Zero issue with criticism. But anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I've been filming a lot lately. It might be a while before you guys actually see this, but just wanted to say I really appreciate it. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.